Moon Chasing Festival. Wishes. Moon Chasing Festival. Wishes. Wishes. Wishes.
Is that a robot?
Wishes. Wishes.
Seems to be malfunctioning. Can't tell who left it here. I should try asking around. Excuse me, have you seen this robot before? Do you know where it's from? It's acting a bit strangely.
It looks like one of those robots from the Moon Tree Lodge. One of its parts must be broken. It's like the wishing well under the wishing tree. People toss their hopes and dreams in there and poof. Before you know it, someone makes them come true. You can even say it's part of the wishing tree, but wishes made at the lodge are more public. It's up to the wisher if they want to share. Anyhow, I saw that robot hovering around there earlier. Maybe that's where you should start your search.
The Moon Tree Lodge. Might as well drop by if it's at the wishing tree.
Onwards. Onwards.
Fetching data. Error. Analysis failed. Patty lost. Wishes. Danger. Xiangli. Help. Help.
I gotcha. Something seems to have malfunctioned with you. I'll take care of it. One moment. Run onboard diagnostics.
Command initiator. Xiangli Yao. Authentication confirmed. Performing onboard filtering. Wishes. Beep beep. Wishing for a brighter future. Glory on the battlefield. Abandon hope of loved ones returning home. Beep beep.
It's possible that Patty's memory is overloaded with wishes, leading to anomalies mixed within.
Wishes. Analyzing cause. 21 solutions have been provided. Correction. 12.
Wishes. And solutions. Could this relate to what Shisha said about someone at Moon Tree Lodge making wishes come true? And Xiangli Yao. The name sounds familiar.
Perhaps. Isolating abnormal data. Running data correction. There. Give it another go, Patty.
Performing onboard diagnostics. All systems normal.
That should do the trick for now. But where could the anomalies have... I apologize for keeping you waiting. It's just a temporary measure. I'll need to conduct a thorough examination later. Thank you for returning him to me. Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd call me by my name instead of Principal Investigator. Xiangli Yao, a pleasure to meet you. I regret that I was away during your first visit to the Academy, but I'm glad to finally have the chance to meet you. I merely provided a few ideas, but I'm glad I was able to help. I was assisting the Ministry of Development with a damaged surveillance tower. By the time I returned to the lab, you'd already left. The next time I heard any news about you was regarding the battle at the Northfall Barrens. This year's moon chasing festival could only have proceeded thanks to your efforts. Well, come to think of it, I should be thanking you personally. The Moon Tree Lodge wouldn't have opened as planned if it weren't for you. Hero? It's not as grand as that. It started by trying to help children fulfill their wishes. However, I do hope you can keep that between us. Thank you for understanding. Seeing everyone's wishes come true and everyone enjoying the festival is enough for me.
Fulfilling wishes. Happy. What will you taste like, important guest?
Apologies. Patty doesn't mean anything strange by that. Patty was born in the Moon Tree Lodge. It deciphers the emotions behind wishes, analyzing their structure in a unique way. To Patty, every wish has a unique taste. You can think of it as Patty's way of understanding the world. Besides bringing Patty back, I presume you're here to make a wish as well? In that case, may I suggest we head over to the wishing stall for a chat? It's not far from here.
As far as the eye can see. Be swift.
Welcome. I wish I could extend a warmer greeting, but Patty has run into some technical difficulties. We cannot accept new. I apologize for the inconvenience. I would be glad to take note of your wish and have it prioritized once everything is resolved. I see. Why don't you take a tour around the Vale? Jinzhou is filled with festivities during this time, and losing yourself in the crowds could very well bring your wish. Speaking from my own experience, of course. Feel free to do as you like. For now, I must concentrate on restoring the Moon Tree Lodge as quickly as possible. In a nutshell, it appears Patty's malfunction is more than a straightforward data. At first, I suspected an overload of Patty's analysis module due to an accumulation of wishes. However, during my recent testing, I discovered unusual codes embedded within Patty's database. Like a virus, they spread. Additionally, although it was only for a brief moment, I detected abnormal frequency fluctuations after connecting Patty to my terminal. In theory, a robot's data should not generate such. It's too early to draw a conclusion just yet. But I can't leave the matter. It'll only be a matter of time before all the wishes stored in the Moon Tree Lodge are devoured by this abnormal code. I've isolated the 4 wishes with unreadable codes, pinpointing the source of the discrepancies. I plan to track down whoever made these wishes, try to fulfill them, and uncover the root cause of these anomalies. But before that, I need to try to decode the wishes corrupted by these anomalies. To minimize data loss, it would be best to complete this a week before the Moon Chasing Festival. With careful planning, it does have its challenges, but everyone's hopes and dreams for the festival are in these wishes. I don't intend to let them down.
Yes, Yang Yang and the rest have set their hearts on this festival.
I appreciate the gesture, but I wouldn't want to trouble you. I see. Thank you. Well then, the Moon Tree Lodge welcome. Seems we have a new friend now, Patty.
You, Qianli, Yao, and Patty, wishes come true. Organize moonlit.
Yes, the lodge opens to the public before the Moonlit Fair, but it still remains an important element of the festivities. The market vendors like to tailor their offerings accordingly. There will be many interesting activities on the day of the fair, and preparations are well underway. Perhaps if you're interested, you can go and take a look yourself. The Academy.
Initiating analysis. This individual wishes to disappear from this world, indicating a desire to terminate their existence and for all associated social connections to feasibility 0%. Causing physical harm or manipulating human memories are actions strictly prohibited.
This is Shang Li, Patty's work buddy. Patty gathers and analyzes the wishes, and Shang Li helps make them become a reality.
You have a good eye. Shang Li is indeed a very reliable companion. Analysis conclusion. The wish exhibits strong self-denial and self-destructive tendencies, indicating a high level of danger. Prompt physical care and psychological...
Patty does not understand this wish. Patty cannot hurt.
Just as I've suspected. This is the reason why this wish failed to be interpreted. The desire to disappear directly conflicts with Patty's underlying logic of not being able to harm humans. Written words are different from data. Data represent precise and unified content, while words may harbor meanings deeper than they... It is often the case that words spoken aloud sometimes contradict our innermost thoughts. Those willing to entrust their wishes to the Moon Tree Lodge hope their desires will be chosen and fulfilled. This suggests that Xiaosheng still hopes for his void. This is just my personal belief, but I suspect he's not truly ready to give up. I think the thought pains him, which means he's... Yes, I believe that is the case. I want to uncover the true desire hidden in his wish and help him fulfill it.
Will fulfilling his true wish help to ease his suffering?
Yes, I hope it will. We should start by locating the Wisher. If I recall correctly, there is no Xiaosheng at the Academy, so it's likely a pseudonym. Fortunately, we know that he's a researcher, so it shouldn't be too difficult for us to find him. And this paper, it's from a type of notebook commonly used at the Academy. There are faint traces of another type of writing on it. Seems to be some kind of code. I'll decipher these codes, and then we can... excuse me.
Investigator Shang-Li, we have a problem. We've got trouble in the lab. Prototype 49's core has gone out of control. Emergency protocols failed, and it's overheating as we speak.
Lock down the lab. I'm on my way. What about the experiment logs?
Already sent to your terminal, sir.
All right, tell everyone to stay calm. We still have time. There's been a momentary setback in the research. I need to handle it right away. I'm afraid I'll have to leave the task of finding Xiaosheng to you. Thank you. I'll meet up with you as soon as I have the issue resolved. Here, take Shang-Li with you to help with the investigation. I already have a few speculations as to the contents of the code. I'll call you once it's confirmed. Good luck, my friend.
Onwards. Forgive me. Onwards.
Alert! The person ahead is confirmed to possess information related to Xiaosheng. Based on the writing style, paragraphing habits, and content of the wish, it can be inferred that Xiaosheng is likely introverted and may exhibit nervousness in public settings. Difficulty in communication, these characteristics match this individual's behavior. A definitive conclusion cannot be drawn. Master requests that Shang-Li avoid making judgments about. According to my data analysis, there is a 25.4% correlation between these two individuals. Shang-Li proposes you make the decision on whether to proceed.
Wow, what a cute little robot. Would it feel weird to ask if I could do a sketch of it? I'll just do it at a distance once they've walked away. Whoa! Hi! Lovely weather, huh? Can I...
Analyzing weather conditions. Detecting a rapid increase in air humidity, and a significant data suggests rainfall should be expected within the next few hours, covering 60% of the Jinzhou area.
That's right. The weather isn't actually all that great. I didn't realize. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't think you mean anything bad. I'm just not very good at talking to strangers, that's all. My name is Jexi. Nice to meet you? Me? Ah, this is my painting scroll. I'm searching for inspiration for my next painting. Am I not allowed to do that here?
Verifying rules and regulations. There is currently no prohibition on painting or photography in this area. You may rest assured, ma'am.
A painter? Oh, no. It's just a hobby. Excuse me, but is something wrong? Well, someone who goes by the name Xiao Sheng? Maybe I've never heard of anyone by that name. Sorry I couldn't help. I don't have a wide social circle, but I'll let you know if I do. You're welcome. I'll be on my way then. Goodbye.
Affirmative. The individual showed no signs of abnormalities when mentioning the name Xiao Sheng.
Might as well ask another researcher.
Detected. Individual meeting search criteria. Analyzing target identity. Researcher of the Department of Laboratory Evaluation, Huashu Academy. Suggested topics of inquiry, Xiao Sheng, or work stress.
Work stress?
Been tossing and turning all week. Can't switch off these thoughts at night. I can't take it any longer. Been scrolling through the forums lately? There's this thing blowing up called nighttime blues syndrome on the
Definition of noun. Nighttime blues syndrome. A popular term used to describe the state of today's youth that have lost their enthusiasm. Symptoms include avoiding social engagements, reluctance to work, insomnia, and further analysis reveals an 87% correlation between the syndrome's traits and the emotional state of Xiao Sheng.
A few colleagues from other departments even used it as an excuse to ask for leave yesterday. They wrote, "The world is such a wonderful place, filled with different kinds of sadness to experience each day. Ugh, lucky bastards. Taking time off whenever they want. And look at us, sweating bullets over research with no results in sight."
Is that the latest thing? You know, I don't usually visit those forums, but on this term, maybe it's because everyone's feeling the pressure lately. Relax, take some time off. You can leave.
You should. Anyway, I really need to
Hello? You listening to our conversation the whole time? Wait a second, it's you, isn't it? The one who sucked in a tacit Discord with your bare hands. I didn't expect to meet you at a place like this. Are you here, Xiao Sheng? Pretty average name if you ask me. But
Searching nighttime blues syndrome. Search results consist of
wait a minute. Analyzing someone's online behavior without their consent is a violation of robotics protocols.
searching protocol confirmed. Violation of protocol detected. Shangli, I'm sorry. Initiating apologies.
Oh, well, its creator gave it some good features.
This question involves the individual's privacy. We are unable to disclose any details to those not directly involved.
I understand. Speaking of which, this robot looks rather familiar. Could it be from the Moon Tree Lodge by any chance? I see. Well, I heard that wishes made at the Moontree Lodge tend to come true. I was thinking of trying it out myself at some point. It's almost time to set up the centrifuge.
No information was obtained regarding Xiaosheng's
Yes. We could now then.
attention. During our conversation with Shifan, another researcher
Oh. You found me.
you were eavesdropping on our conversation.
Sorry about that, but I had a good reason. You want to help him fulfill the wish he submitted with a pseudonym. But, well, it's obvious just by looking at the two of you. That rope, my name's Jolie. Xiaosheng's mine. As a matter of fact, you've already met him. Precisely. So, you already guessed it. He probably realized who you were as well. Explains why he made up an excuse and left in a hurry. I was just as surprised as you were when I first found out. He's always been the center of attention. But at some point in time, he started writing these negative posts. Every time I asked him, he'd always wriggle his way out of it. No, that's from... At first, I thought that maybe Shifan's... So, I want to know what kind of wish he made, and if possible...
The integrity of Jolie's information is estimated.
So that's how it is. He wrote that wish, but he's still the man he was before. He's still... Which makes me feel even more worried for him. Thank you for telling me. He's been fascinated by echoes ever since he was a... He loves echoes so much. I think this might be a good place to start to have him open up, please.
Hi there. How are...
Transferring progress.
Fantastic. It appears every... Long story short, I've managed to decipher the... It's echoes. The code mentions 3 echo samples. According to the Academy's archives, I hope this data can be of help to you.
Well then, it's time to look for...
Take 4. Together we fight!
Beep, beep. All target echoes acquired. Task complete. Well done.
I knew you could do it. Transmission is normal? Yes. It's one of Shanli's features. I'll remotely control Shan. Plus, I suspect Shifan might find it a similar scene from the No Time Like the Present.
Soar against the winds.
You're back again. No luck finding Xiaosheng? What do you mean? This is echo testing data. What are you planning on doing with... Wait.
Shanli and the rover are researching echoes but have hit a dead end. They heard that Mr. Shifan is an expert in this particular field and are seeking his help.
That was a long time ago. Oh, very well. The data you gave me is packed with motion values. I would start by understanding how the echo adapts to different geographies. And these numbers, if we cross-reference them with standard values, the fitting coefficient nearly hits 1. It looks like your models... Oh, the more I look at this data, the more I think, had it reached me earlier, things might have been different. This data, how much do you want for it? I'll pay anything. No, even with this, I can't do it on my own. What do you mean?
you have always had regrets, both for your friend and for your echo research.
I don't get your meaning. There was a serious accident during the experiment, and I was the one who shut it down. How could I...
We saw the wish you made at the Moontree Lodge, but it seems that may not be what you truly wish for. Your true wish is to continue your research of echoes with the one and only friend who understands your passion.
I never thought my wish would actually be heard. You're right. I am Xiaosheng, the loser who spends his nights complaining in bed. Washed up. I worked hard to get myself into the academy. My best friend was a real genius, and I was just an ordinary person who had to work my ass off in order to catch up with him. We promised to push the boundaries in echo research. I always believed we could produce groundbreaking results, maybe even touch the essence of the lament through our research. Yet, my stubbornness in continuing the experiment without adequate samples led to irreversible harm to my friend. I chose to continue the testing. That's why he missed the window for treatment. Not once did I visit him during the final test periods. And I was the only one left on the project. It wasn't a surprise the experiment failed in the end. It wasn't until I sat alone in the empty lab that I realized. Maybe everything I sacrificed, even my friend's future. I had hurt my friend, given up, but when I lie in bed awake at night, I feel regret all over again. I know I can't give up echo research. My obsession toward... I've heard enough! Pull yourself together already! Jolie, where did you...
I'll tell you right now, I never blamed you for what happened. I felt the same on our path of pursuing new discoveries. I was willing to pay any price. What I do...
But...
I'm not done yet.
Okay.
It blows my mind that this is why you stopped talking to me. While I'm at it, you haven't changed a bit since we were kids. You get in the
I'm...
It is wonderful to have someone to support you on the journey to achieve greatness. It seems even without our help, this wish has been... This in turn indicates that Xiaosheng's wish is not the source of the abnormal codes. I grow ever more confident with you around. Now, we should make...
Hello. I hope you've been well. Remember how I mentioned at the all vendors at the Moonlit Fair. Will adjust their offerings based on everyone's wishes? Based on the wishes we've received so far, I've thought of a few excellent themes. Maybe we can start preparing for them.